Just arrived at Millstream-Chichester National Park. Absolutely gorgeous. There's an old homestead over there. There's quite a few walks. There's only 22 sites here. They're all pretty spread out. It's just the usual $11 per person per night. We came across a bit of mud on the way in. As you see, just a little splatter, but it was very pretty. That was near the Fortescue and Ashburton rivers we crossed. Causeways. So just looking, a few people over there. There's good spot for the solar. And then here we have, in my oven, a vegetable pie, cooking nicely. Trisha's just getting rid of the road that's made its bits of dust from the road that's made its way into the van. How are you going? You're nearly there? Excellent. Lovely. So we're here for 3 nights. I'm looking forward to settling in. This is the homestead at Millstream. It was a pastoral centre from the late 1800s right through till the 1970s, 79 I think. And then it was used as a tavern, but we were trying to work out who'd come because we seemed to be miles from anywhere. But there's a few bits of furniture and stories in there. So now we're heading off on the RioTinto Trail, which goes over here. Warunga is Yindi for these giant gums, river gums, and the women made baskets and weaved baby cradles from them. According to the sign, this is Kajiput forest. It's very pretty. Don't know how many of the gums were taken down by when the land was on a pastoral lease. But you've got the grasses and the gums, and over to the left are the wetlands, but we couldn't go across because it's closed post the last cyclone that came through. This is magnificent. Look at these.
A few months back.
Yeah. Look at these. This is Tolkien-esque. It's a little wonderland. Amazing. Beautiful.
Look at that tree.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a wedding arch. Come on, darling. And they walked hand in hand underneath the big gum. Rainbow serpent lives here, and there is a tale told by Wimya King of how the rainbow serpent created the Fortescue River, which is a major river in this area. So long ago, the sea serpent Barmundi became angry with 2 boys at Millstream who had cooked and eaten Gurndawardakan, a mulga parrot. Now this was forbidden. The rainbow serpent smelt the singed feathers of the burnt bird and came out of the sea, travelling inland. He made a trench in the land, cutting it in half, creating Yandanyera, the Fortescue River. Along the way, he made many waterholes. Travelling underground, he would rise to the surface, checking the scent, looking for the boys. Each time he rose, he dug out a waterhole before going underground again. He cut open Baramanya palm pool, then went to Jindawanaha, where the Millstream homestead is, making a pool. He returned underground to where the red ochre edges and made a pool in the red ochre. Here at Nangangaha, Deep Reach, he got the boys. He took them on top of a whirlwind and swallowed them. Now this land had no water before he got the 2 boys and swallowed them. But just before he did, the people cried. And they cried and they cried and they cried. And using a stick, they tried to get into the serpent to get the boys out, but they just couldn't reach. They returned to their camp by the riverbed, crying out, a big crowd of them. That was just too much for the serpent. So he buried them in a flood of water. Finished. All drowned. He's in the water now, and this water fills the whole trench. Yinji Bandi people call it a yinda.
we're off to Python Pool, which is in the Chichester part of the Millstream-Chichester part of the national park. It's quite a rough road we're on at the moment. We're just coming into Python Pool in the Millstream-Chichester National Park.
It's been a stunning ride in, hasn't it?
It's been absolutely gorgeous scene on the way in.
19 kilometres, half pretty bad corrugations and half bitumen, but the country and the escarpments and the Hammersley Ranges, oh my God.
Corrugations, aren't they lovely? Corrugations and wildflowers.
And huge corrugations, these are huge corrugations. And lots of them. Mountainous corrugations. Right, we're heading up Mount Herbert. Oh, looks quite steppy up there. Let's see, what's the worst that can happen, eh?
Fall down.
So, all the little routes and things have got nice signposts with maps. So we're about here, and then we're just going to go up to the top of Mount Herbert. We were just down here, which was pretty spectacular. And you can walk from on the Camellias path all the way around, but that is 8 kilometers, quite hard to do, so not for us at our level of fitness. So here is Mount Herbert. So here we are, on top of the world, looking down on creation. And the only other thing I want is you.
Crazy. Okay. This is one of RioTinto's iron ore trains. It's empty, so it's returning to Tom Price to fill up. And it's been and dumped its ore at Karratha, where it's loaded on the ships. This is some of the beautiful scenery in the Pilbara. Heading across on the RioTinto Rail Road.
What's going on up here?
In reverse. Yeah, I can hear the beacon, the reverse beep, but yeah, no
fairly remote, these guys working. You wouldn't want to forget your packed lunch.
No. This is some repairs to the rail line on the RioTinto Rail Road.
They've got trains going every hour, so they couldn't afford to stop. Oh, look at these. I don't know if these are the Hammersley Ranges or the Chichester Ranges, but they're gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Oh, it's not a road train, it's just a little truck. So here it comes, 31,000 tonne. Kilometre full of iron ore. Bit of Kate 80. We're filming live from the RioTinto Rail Line. Dusty and noisy.
So this out here is all part of Karijini National Park, which is where we're going to visit today.
We're looking down at the junction pool from the Oxford lookout. And that, we think, is Gorge. Pretty jolly stunning. So we've just seen Hancock Gorge and the junction pool. We're heading back now. So this is Joffre Gorge. There's the padlocked gate for the SES.
They're talking about the handrail.
Heading back up the climb. It's well stepped up to the top of the rim of Joffre Gorge. Okay, we're heading down to the Knox Gorge lookout. See what that's. They're all gorgeous, to be honest. They're all stunning red cliffs rising from the earth. Just white gums, whole, you know, wildflowers, the whole WA thing. It's just amazing, gorgeous. Again, so we're heading down into Killamina Gorge. There she is down there. There's some water running. Looks quite spectacular. It's class 4. But we reckon we can do this thing. You all set?
Yep.
Looking good. Okay. That's amazing. Alright, we're down at the base of Killamina Gorge. I'm just heading towards the waterfall.
The rock hole.
That's it.
Oh, oh. I'll come back and then you can take your head around.
So some little rapids here. A little part of the gorge. Just balancing along down this side of the gorge. Water is running and a little rapids behind us. Just got all these beautiful layers of rock. So this is the path out. A bit of a staircase. We came down it, so what could possibly go wrong? So this is Dale's Gorge on the map. It's huge. I'll show you a picture on the map. It just goes for a very long way. And it continues down to there. We're just going to head down there in a second to Fortescue Falls. Climbing down to Fortescue Falls from the lookout at the top, and it's actually quite easy because there's a well constructed iron stairwell. We're heading now down to the Fern pool, or Jubera. It's a special place for Aboriginal people. There are bats, heaps of them. Can't really see them obviously on the GoPro, but they're all roosting in the trees and chatting and talking amongst themselves. Is that a most wonderful tree? Oh, this is a great place. So the path is winding round through this lush undergrowth. The rocks are incredible. A little bit of climbing here and there. There's the biggest trees growing in this environment. Huge. I guess water runs through here. It's the top part of Dale's Gorge. You can hear the water. So, this is a Fern pool. Well worth the walk. Absolutely beautiful. We're sat looking down into the pool. The bottom of Fortescue Falls. Heaps of people. What did you think of that walk?
It was lovely. The pool was lovely. It's actually better than this one.
Yeah, beautiful. Worth a little extra few hundred metres. Lovely. So, we're just taking a little rest from the, how many is it, do you think? 874,000 steps. Yeah. This must be the equivalent of Everest, or at least one of the Himalayan peaks, I'd say. Yeah.
What's that workout shop that all young people go to? Something 45?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Beats that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wasting your money.
Yeah. 45, whatever it is like, oh,
yeah.
Morning tea.
Yeah, nothing.
This is serious.
Serious, and we're not finished yet.
No. We're just taking a break, not because we need it, but to record this piece of video, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.